Wild animals on the road. What can I do about that? Well, to be honest, I already have a plan for this episode and the next episode because what we are going to do in both episodes is take care that the wild animals are going to have their own spot. So what I would like to do for today is tame at least two boar, two rabbits, the one horse and give them their own spot. I was thinking let's make a wild reservoir res- a wild resort. There we go. So I have a very nice spot over there, which is very hilly and not very suited for any building to be made over there. And I have some fantastic roading going on, which the animals are going underneath it. Now, of course, there are a few couple more things that need to be done to the whole area over there. The second thing that I would like to do, and this is of course for tomorrow's episode, I'll just have to see how far I can get, is make an area for two sheep and two goats, which will be eventually somewhere over there, a nice little farm area. But before doing that, of course, comments. I have a comment of JD Triton. He says the makeover looks so detailed and awesome. For the parking issue, you could make one of the spaces a handicap spot and make it a little bit wider than the other spots. I think that is a very good idea. I will show you guys in a minute what I have been doing to the spot in the last episode. Then Assassin is saying that's a perfect idea. I love it to bits. Michael is saying amazing, looks great so far. And Sintelli is saying yes, I would definitely stop by Lincoln's dinner for a refreshing fruit bowl. Great video and good progress with the Transatlantic Road. So thank you guys a lot for the very nice comment, and allow me to show you first what I have been doing right down here. One of the things you can probably see is that I matched all of the green color with the green awning, as it says down here, from the random encounter. So basically what I did is I actually removed these windows, which may look like they need a little bit of colorizing, and after removing the window I managed to actually colorize the door. I also been colorizing the inside blocks, and then I went back to the editor. I just copied the windows, give them a separate blueprint, and then I placed them back. And as you can see right now, it matches up very well. Now, a tip for me and maybe for you guys in the future, what I could have been doing the best is just take one block and place it with the light side, which is this one right down here. Then right away try to match up the color as best as possible, and then when I have the color I just go into this menu down here and just take these numbers and bring them to the editor. Now I wish there was like a hex code, which you have in the editor. It seems like you don't have it in here, but if you have the hex code you could just easily copy it. But now you just have to take these numbers, bring them over to the editor, and then right away you can make the building in the same color or as much as the same color as the awning of a random encounter. But that is not the only thing I've been doing. I have been changing up this wall. It was a little bit too brick-ish, so I changed it into like one kind of stone, then a brick stone on top. It looks a little bit less messy. I have also changed the flowers down here. I gave them like a red color so it would match up a little bit of the bottom side of the awning. And I made this green top being yellow. I changed the black color of the speaker pole. And I have been moving up this sign to, pointing towards the middle rather than pointing this window only. And as you can see down here, I've been reworking the parking spots. So these two parking spots are the same size. This one is a little bit bigger, and I actually managed to make a handicap parking spot out of it. Make some parking signs, and this down here just places some stones and a line to mark off the area and mind your step. Place the trash bin, which I placed at the spot over there, and simple bends and whatever not. And I think on this way it matches up a lot more, also with the green stuff, the flowers and whatever not. Another thing that I did, I changed the vehicle a little bit. I placed the engine on the back and the steering stuff up front. Now this is like a wooden steering cabin or whatever it's called, without uneven backside, because the vehicles are designed in order to have two seats near each other, so a lot of the back side have like a bendy shape from that side, a bendy shape that side. This is actually the only cabin type of deal which doesn't have anything to make it look uneven. And I tried to do some more tests. I thought, you know, if this thing is in the middle, then it should be more balanced out. But apparently, it's okay for going up. I like it. And yes, you can see a lot of trees down here to make it like very jungle-ish, very forest-ish. Now, of course, I'm not done just yet with that area. I just first wanted to place a lot of big trees and then decide where to add in smaller trees, bushes and that kind of stuff. I left all of the rocks and I left all of the withered plants because you cannot place them back. And I want to place certain things more specific. I will explain you more about that in a minute because we need to add a lot more stuff to the wild resort. I've been doing a little bit of this down here. I actually added a lot of land over there. And yeah, it turns out to be so far so good, I would say. Of course, I need to do this area yet. I do have an idea. Right before I jump down. What I might end up doing is making the tunnel start here already. Then add some more land on top. And then basically right down here, I want to make a couple of pillars that you can look through on this side towards the ocean. I think that would be nice and add a lot of land on top to make it more of a unified hill. So yeah, if you jump down, it is still going all over the place. I was expecting that the car would be more balanced out. For some reason, you know, it still does funky stuff. I have been reading that the developer that actually made the code for the vehicle doesn't work there anymore, so the other developers are a little bit afraid to mess around with this code, which I kind of understand because if you work on a code, you know what is what, and when you're not familiar with this whole script, it's going to be a lot tougher to work with it because you have no idea what is what. Of course you can learn it, but it takes so much time to actually get into it. So I get the deal. Maybe somewhere in the future they will find a solution. Now, like I said, this area here is perfect because it is not very build friendly. And what I also like about this area, like I said about the trees, I place certain trees on such a way that it, you know, for example down here it keeps like a nice open space, so you have a nice view onto the bay. From the bay you can see like the road going down there. And what I want to do is take the idea of this bridge like thing and build it exactly down here, clean all of the stuff out, place a lot of big trees and use a custom made fence from the back of there to the front of here, and or mark off some of these parts where animals might be able to get onto the road or onto the wall. Now I'm not sure if I just mentioned all of the details, but basically the developer said you can tame them, you can set them free, they will stay there. Now the only problem what might occur, there is a very rare chance of it, is that once stuff is getting loaded in, that an animal will cross a fence. There is a little chance of, but I'm just going to take it. It is fine by me. You know, making a barbed wire fence is very difficult because unlike in real life, in games you cannot stretch this automatically. If I would take this and connect it up here, in real life you can just bring it down and it will all bend and stretch and be a nice fence between it. But doing this in a game is extremely difficult because you don't have the possibility of bending and stretching. So I'm going to need to think of a different way how I can make a fence without it's going to turn ugly. Now, of course, I could do something like this and then I could say, okay, maybe I need to modify the terrain a little bit and get this a little bit more like that. Bring it down until it kind of connects up here, and yes, these two poles will be closer together than these two poles and the other ones. So it is kind of possible to do this, but it's going to take quite a work because, you know, we cannot really see in the editor what we're going to face. Now, there might be one other thing that I possibly can do and use the blueprint camera in order to make it myself a little bit more easier than trying to guess what to do and make it look ugly. Alright, what a beautiful weather in order to start building the base of the fence. As you can see, everything is gone. The only thing that is left is stones, withered stuff, and one blossom. I want to keep that. Alright, so I just placed a couple of blocks here just to mark off the area, and what I want to do in order to make it myself a little bit more easy to build the fence of my dreams, for now I'm just going to add in this guy right down there. So this is the start of marking off for a fence. Then over there I'm gonna get, a slight problem, but it could be solvable. I'm just gonna take a few couple shorter bricks, and then it looks like it is ending up right down there. Now this is going to be the most difficult part, because I'm going to need to, first of all, not into the ground. Going to need to do free place mode, and as you can see right now, free place mode doesn't keep it on its spot. That's why I've been saying with the other building, the best thing to do is start here in grid mode, go down for an example, then you need to move it up all the way over there, press free place mode, undo and do it again, and now it will stay on a spot. And if I can touch the right hotkey, just only touching, no moving on this way, I can, kinda get this going and go up and down, and on this way I can make it myself a little bit more easier with placing this bit. And you can also just look around. Keep in mind, if you go too far and you move, for example, one of the keys, then the thing won't go as it goes when you look like this. I don't know if it makes any sense, but and yeah, this is also very bad. Don't touch it. So let's try it again. Just only touch these keys and then move it about, then raise it up or down. And then I can, look like this, and I'm like, that is fine. This is all going to be fine. Now, I'm only going to need to move this guy into the right direction. Now, in order to not ruin this, I'm just going to look like this, and then just move it about. Then I can just look in the left corner, raise it up and down, just a little bit, and like that. Now I have the max, and it looks, okay. What I can do in the editor is make sure that it goes into the ground for a bit. So certain pieces where it's like going incline, make it into the ground, because I know that it's not gonna work for 100%. Oh god, this is a lot of messing about this. So now I'm going to need to take care that this guy is gonna go perfectly in line with the other guy that I've placed before. Now this is just for marking off, and I can, for crack's sake. So yeah, it is definitely not easy what I'm doing here, but if you want to have a more perfect result of a fence, then you're going to need to do some work. And of course I'm learning also from this. I'm like, should I actually continue like this, or should I just make it myself easier, aim out the area here, and then just say, okay, let's just place this guy where it stops going a bit inclined. So then I would say right down here. Then I know in the editor I need to add that piece right over there. So in this case, from this angle of on, I can just do this. It looks quite straight. Then I can do this and see, well, 2 might be better. Now, of course, the other side of the road is a little bit easier because it's quite going steep rather than... I thought so. You just keep on moving there because you guys, this is all because of you guys. Alright, let's just don't forget free place mode. There we go. And then just trying to aim it kinda out. Raise it, lower it, just like that. Bring it down and just a touchy bit more. Like, I'd rather also place it a little bit right away, correct? Like that. Then, without doing any silly movements. Oh, and I ruined it. You know, I need to learn this. I should actually not be adding the second part, but just accepting it until... How about right down there? I think continue it, and then it goes, you know, it goes more steeper, so I'm learning. So replace modes a couple of times, then find the angler, which will be like this. Bring it down for a bunch. Like that. Raise it up. Oh, and don't touch that too much. I can fix this in the editor. Raise it up for a bit. Now I learned from what I just did. So now I can again say, grid it up. And say, well, until here where it starts to rocky, I mean. The point is, I am not sure if these animals will even go further, but let's just take that they will. Move it like that, bring it down, replace mode, double tap for a couple times. And then we can search for a new angle, just like this, move it about. Something like this will be fine. And then I know, yeah, this is fine. Let me just get the right rotation. And then let's say, you know what, until here is about. Like that. Okay. So this is a parte 1. You move because, or else the blueprint will say, you cannot put any animals in there. I think this is the lowest deal down here, so, oh, of course. Oh, click. Click. No. This is gonna go wrong. I need to click it. Click. No? Click. There we go. I don't know, something like that. Can you... No? Oh man, this is gonna be so... such a work. Why can I not... Ooh, I'm starting to lose my patience here. Now, maybe in order to not lose my patience, let's try it. Let's try it on a piece of ground, you know, first. So it is one click and then it should move about. So, one click, move about. So that means that the blueprint camera is going to cooperate. One click, alright. Move about. So now, if we would go that way, it should work. If it doesn't work, I'm going to go to Discord, and the editors or the developers are gonna get rage. Okay, you guys are lucky. No rage for today. So now, please, for the love of God, fence, foundation. Yes. Ah, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all. Oh man, I'm so happy. Okay, let's go to the editor and see how it worked out. So, in here, we're going to take a look if it worked out. If not, then I'm, you know, going to... Where is it at? Yeah, look at this beautiful, majestic work. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. It's just perfect. And now I can just do whatever I want without, you know, struggling and, you know, it hurts and pain and whatever not. And it's actually good that it also took the road, because that means I can actually set up a anchor point. Okay, let's put it on grid mode. Very important. Nope. That's fine. Let's take this guy, since this guy is gridded up. Let's just move it like this, like that. So now it should be on grid. And then I can make this anchor point like that, like that, and look at that. That is amazing. And give it a color. So we know this is our anchor point. The same thing that I, did at the bridge. Super handy. I recommend this to anyone. Of course, I've learned this from other people, except that they didn't colorize it. Alright, so now we have something to work with, and it's just a matter of adjusting things. But I know this guy is fine. This guy might need, slight adjustments. Now, if I'm not wrong, this guy is supposed to be, on grid. It is on grid. So the ones that I misplace slash is, I can just, at least left and right for gridding it up and down. I shouldn't be doing that. And the only thing that I, need to do right now is just turn this off. Make sure it's on its own thing and just, move it about. Just so that it's perfect from the top. Now, of course, the only problem I will get at some point maybe is that certain things, might glitch. Or what I can also do here, I'm not going to show you the whole show, just, this and that. What I can also do, this is something that, I kind of learned when doing the editor, is replace all of these blocks with this guy. And it, there's a very handy thing to do, because looking from this side, if I have this guy here, it overlap and it doesn't glitch because it's a textureless type of deal. Now, in order to know, hey, how will it be fine, I just select this guy, store the rotation, store a position, right? It's not French, by the way, but sure. Then remove this guy. You know what? Let's move it offside, so in case things go wrong. Then what you need to do here is just set stored position, set stored rotation. No, that is okay. So that's why store rotation. That's why I don't want to remove this one, but just put it offside. Set stored rotation, and then it's like, oh no, that doesn't look good. It doesn't. Which in this case, we turn the free place mode on and turn this guy on, I guess, and then you can, yeah, I guess do it like that. No other way. And this one on, do it like that. Then it's just a matter of lowering it, because this here is our anchor point. That is one thing I do know. In order to check it out, we can always grab this one, leave it onto the grid, so make sure you turn grid mode on. And as you can see, by this, glitching, that means that they go through each other, which means that this has the right position. I'm gonna be honest, I was afraid for a second that it didn't work out. Get it back on free place mode, then copy this guy, put it like that, and now as you can see, no glitching. And because you turn grid mode on within free place mode, we can just Ctrl D and do this. And until we're touching this guy right about here, something like that, and then it's like, oh no, it goes through, and then I'll be like, yeah, that's fine. Because you turn this guy off, you're going to just, until it sticks through there, something like this, and then all we have to do is move this guy about. Now, if I'm not wrong, this guy should be on grid. This is the last part, by the way, what I'm going to show, so the video doesn't end up taking forever. And now it's perfect. Place it down, leave this one on grid, right? Then don't delete this one, just, yeah, well, you can do it like that. Then grab this guy again, put free place mode on, make sure the grid mode in free place mode is turned off, then do it like that, and look at this. It is almost 100% perfect. Beautiful. And so we can make the whole line like that, and then we can make a fence and just bend and steer the fence around without having ugly gaps and whatever not. I will show you the result in a second. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I have it all done. I got all of the foundation doubled up so you don't see the texture on the other side, and or as you can see, I have been making the fence. I should actually go out of the group in order to show you the colors. There we go. So that is the color that I've chosen for. Now, of course, you could say, hey JB, why don't you just use steel rods? Since steel rods are equal on all of the sides, and when you do, put two of the steel rods into each other because they're too long, they ain't going to show this stuff. Well, to be real honest, if I look at my wallet of steel, iron, coal, and whatever not, it doesn't seem like I have enough cash in order to, make this all out of steel rods. It is very expensive for me. So I'm going to need to use alternative things, which is poles. And poles for me just work at the best. But yeah, if I had steel rods laying for days, of course I would make it like that. I just make sure where I overlap that I just place the pole. And I mean, if you look from this distance, you almost don't even see it. And, if you're driving your car near the road and you're like, oh, look, wild animals, you don't even see it from this distance. And it's just to stop them, and, it looks better than having a Berlin Wall all over the place. Anyhow, as you can see, I had to do the same here and some other spots, but I don't have any problem where the fence of different angles are coming together. Alright, here we go. Wild Resort Fence South number 1. Yeah, that is okay. Yes, it will work. Okay, let's just put it up on its spot and lower it, and oh, it's gonna be so exciting. It needs to go like this, then that, and oh, raise it a bit, and there we go. Look at this. Okay, not too crazy. So yeah. Beautiful. I mean, yes, sure, here and there is a little more concrete than other spots, but the basic is working without having to change the whole landscape, make it, fitable except for this side. This is just very simple fence, and the thing that, bothers me the most of making a fence is that the connection point between transitions of different slopes. Yeah, it does look correct. Right, let's fill in the blank. Only a few of these, and oh, that's not too much. Now, oh, okay, that sound I never heard before. Now, of course, there is one downside. I am going to need to sit here with my clown shoes, my clown wig, 6 kilos of clown makeup. Going to sit here and need to harden out all of these items, because I'm also going to need to put on my clown suit if I by accident being an idiot and get rid of a lot of these poles. You know what, I think it's worth it in the end. It looks good, it looks fine being able to get on the road. But second thing what I would like to do, and this is something you see at a lot of... He's planning something, ain't it? Okay. This is not for you. Okay, we're friends again. Please developers, just add in like an EMP type of deal, and that will take care that everything in the surrounding area will be hardened out automatically, or just give an option when you place a blueprint that you can select or turn on and off harden out items after completing. I think that would even be better. Wait, did he just... No, you're not going to tell me that just gonna get through there, right? Boo. Of course, going the wrong way. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you cannot get past through anymore, ain't ya? Unless you're just, just going to be like, screw you. Anywho, I lowered the ground here, and then I came to another problem, which I kind of also forgot about. If you place certain items that, can fall down, like poles, and you dig the ground underneath, as you can see, I completely ruined it up. But no complete emergency about that, because I can just, until a certain point, remove everything and make the blueprint fitting in order to solve the problem. Yoo-hoo, piggy pig. Look at that. Come on, little sweetie pie. Oh, look at that chubby face of yours. No? Is it going to be troublesome? Oh, yeah, your chubby face is liking that in there. Wait, what you mean eat banana? Eat. Eat. Chubby cheeks. Alright, so, special bond. And we can even, yeehaw. You know, stuff like that. So in this case, unsummon a companion. One of you is going to like what I placed down there. Oh, look at your ass. Wait. Wow, that was quick. 1 carrot and you're stuffed, huh? Man, I wish all my dates were going like that. So we cannot... Oh no, wait, what? Oh, I wanted to say. Okay, 2 of these. First date. Yeah, first date. Alright, can we sit on this guy? Oh, look at that, achievements. Okay. There you go. Is it? Feet. There you go. Barney. You know what? Barney it will be. Couldn't find bandit animal, just see. Ah, come on, I asked the developers today, can I companion a second, I got spots for 2 more. What do you, okay, I'm going to send this up. Now, of course, I'm going to, wait, what? It is here. What in the buck happened here? Bonnie, get your ass over here. Does anyone understand? Oh well. Yeah, now we got Barney too. I mean, what was that? Don't you need this stuff? Like, is it just going to rot away or something? Oh, I can just reuse it. I think it's funny that other animals not be like, yo, that seems delicious. But yeah, that is. Why aren't you leaving? What is going on? Okay. Yeah, that's great, but he's still my companion. Yeah, you're not gonna get there too. I don't even believe there is a ton of crap on this side of the mountain. Yep, look at all of well, ton, I mean, down there, and that's it. I thought there were a lot more. Another one here. I need a crab. This one is nice. Blue one. Or at least this bottom. Oh, there, another one. Yeah. Don't be so scared. I don't hurt animals, alright? He walked right into my axe when I was chopping a tree. That's not my fault. Yeah, anyhow, I hope you will have a good Friday. Hope you enjoy your weekend, and then catch you tomorrow.